All right, y'all, back for day number 3. I got a late start. It's lunchtime today, but I had to run down some stuff. I've been waiting on an order. I did get a little ahead on this order, or this build, sorry. I ordered a battery cable kit from Blue Oval Industries. Those of you who don't know them, they're up in Virginia. I've had really good service with them, so that's all I can tell you. They're not sponsored. I got a battery cable kit off eBay for like $100. Both cables, battery box, yada, yada, yada. I knew this motor was going to need a good set of battery cables, and so I went and got it ordered. And ran to local machine shop. Jones Machine over here in Owensboro. He hooked me up. Again, not sponsored with him. He hooked me up with some freeze plugs over here. Right there. That's a good old RTV. So I'm going to go ahead and take these motor mounts off, and then we'll pop these freeze plugs out, get them in there and put the motor mounts back on, and go ahead and set it down in the car. Don't have much else to do with it other than that. I might dress this oil pan up. It's got some surface rust on it, so I might hit it with my little grinder, just flash some paint on it. It's got new, like I said, one piece oil pan seal, intake gasket's new, the header gaskets are new, the plugs are new, water pump is new. So it's had a lot of stuff done to it. So oil's fresh. It's got a new filter on it. I'll probably still change it once I get it back up in running temp and get the oil changed. But other than that, everything should be, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, good to go on this one today. We got to put it in today for sure. I was supposed to get some rain tomorrow. Hopefully not. It's going to kill my 5-day build. I did get an oil or a fuel pump order for it too. That's supposed to be in this afternoon. This tank's been in this car forever. I don't know the status of the fuel pump, and I might as well put it in if I'm going to try to get it running really well. So that being said, I can grab some tools, pop these plugs out. Hopefully I don't get too much coolant on the ground. Maybe get my drain pan, catch some of that. I want to get them out, cleaned up, show you what that looks like. I get these motor mounts off first. I'm going to use those energy suspension mounts on this one. I do have a new transmission mount as well, so all that'll be good to go. And yeah, good budget 5-day build with just Fox junk parts laying around the house. So thanks for watching, and let's get this done. All right, so a couple more hours in. I did spend a lot of time cleaning up the starter harness, the O2 harness, the oil pan. I found some damage on the headers, so I'm gonna have to swap these BBKs out. I have another good set of BBKs. The flanges where they bolt up on the bottom of these headers is on the motor that's completely crushed on both headers. So it's a shame, waste of a set of headers, unless somebody can fix that. Let me know. But I've got another set over there that I have back in my stash. I got a bunch of old used headers just kind of laying around. So I'll show you real quick. Now, granted, you could spend some time cleaning this motor up, the brackets, the pulleys, the aluminum stuff, and make it a really nice looking engine. And I may do that once I get it in the car and get it running. I know it's extra work, but my goal today or this week is to just try to get this installed in the car and get it running in 5 days. See if I can do that. So, show you what I got done. Looks really good, I think, and let me know y'all's thoughts. All right, let me get down here real quick. So I got the engine mount swapped out. I cleaned up this wire looms, all nice and clean. Got all the old grease off of it. Got a new oil sending unit put on right here. That said, swap the motor mounts out. Now I cleaned the oil pan up. I primed it. I sanded it down with 80 grit on a Rolox sander, if you know what that is. So you're going to see some minor sand scratches, but I get all the rust off of it, and then I put some primer on it. This motor car's a 91, and it's supposed to have a black pan. I know it's an 89 motor, but I painted the pan back black the way it's supposed to be. Freeze plugs are all nice and sealed up. Now, some little tricks. Ford puts a zip tie on the harness up here on the dipstick. I don't know if y'all know that or not. So yeah, it looks really good, I think. Now, give you a little trick on these little bolts that I cut in half and put in the back of the head to block off the EGR. What I did at this set, I basically cut them in half, but I used the front half and put a notch in it for a screwdriver, so I could just thread it in with a screwdriver. Excuse me. So see, I had a notch for a screwdriver, put some high temp RTV, and then screwed it in. It's in about probably this far. It was half the bolt, and I did that on both sides. So yeah, that looks better than just the big bolt sticking out. I got starter harness. Like I said, all this is all nice and cleaned up. No more nasty, yucky oil. Freeze plugs are all in, nice and sealed. Got all the lines put back on the trans. I had to take all that off to get this crap cleaned up. Yeah, you can see the bottom of this header. It's just all smooshed. They're both like that. Like I said, went through my stash. Got another set over here that's in good shape. And here's the other half of that bolt. Like I said, it's in about an inch, half inch or something like that. But this will give you basically 2 sets you can use. You can use this on another set of heads. So you could even cut it down here on the head, and that way you don't have the big head showing. No, I didn't say big head. Anyway, that way you don't have the head of the bolt showing out of the back of the block. So All right, that being said, I'm gonna quit babbling. I'm gonna go ahead, drop it down in the car, throw the cross member in it, and I might call it a day. It's pushing 4 o'clock. We're supposed to get some decent wind and rain tomorrow. I hope not. It's only 40% chance. It's going to kind of screw up my time frame, but if it does, it does. My main goal is to get it done. If I don't, oh well, you know, shit happens. So, but yeah, let me know what you think so far. Like I said, you can spend some time cleaning up the pulleys and all that other stuff, the bracketry, whoever buys this car, just to tinker with it. But the goal is to have a good, solid, strong motor, trans, exhaust. It's got a nice old style Flowmaster catback on it, and the convertible came with an old BBK off-road H-pipe. So that's what's going on for an H-pipe. That's why I blocked off the EGRs on the back, and I'm probably going to bypass the small pump too. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this put in. All right, so I'm about done for today. The motor went in, took about 5 minutes. I've been spending some time getting all this mess cleaned up. So I'll show you what it looks like. It just looks like an old used, ooh, shit flying everywhere. Old used junky 5-liter in a Fox. So, all right, so it's in there. Tomorrow, weather permitting, we'll get everything finished, buttoned up, bolted down, transmission, everything hooked up, drive shaft back in it, and get all the exhaust put on it. So I'm in line to get it done in 5 days, which I don't think it's a big feat, but it's something considering I hadn't done a lot of work lately. So I'm gonna call it a wrap for today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Let me know what you think about the build. If anybody's interested in the car, you can hit me up, foxjunk73@gmail.com, or you can ask about it below. Either one is fine. So appreciate y'all watching, and appreciate you subscribing. If you hadn't subscribed, please do so. And y'all just remember, it ain't just junk, it's Fox junk.